Welcome back again to the Electrician's Tool Channel. Today we're going to do a comparison between a pair of heavy-duty needle nose pliers. The one on the left is Ideal Industries' newest model, and that model number is the model number is 45. That's 45-113, and it's the Ideal Industries heavy-duty needle nose pliers. And the Klein, which is the one on the right, the yellow handle, the model number for that one is J206-8C, C as in cat. Both of them are, for those of you who've been an electrician for a while, and I'm sure you heard of both of them, both companies, that is, Klein and the Idea Industry. Both companies have been around for a long time. I think well over 100 years. I'm not sure, but I think it's over 100 years for sure. Yeah, over 100 years for sure. And like I said, the one on the left is Ideal Industries' newest model, heavy duty needle nose pliers. Klein been out with these for a while. So I'm looking at both of them, looking at both of these needle nose pliers. Both of them are very well made. They are the Ideal handles are a little bit longer than the Klein. That may be because the hole right here in the back, the tool itself stopped right here, and you stick out a little this length over here. So, and I measure both of them side by side. I'm holding them with one hand, so I really can't do it now like I would like to. But take my word for it that because of that, the Ideal is a little bit taller. But even without that, it still was like a hair taller than the Klein. As far as the steel that they both use, both of them are heavy duty, high quality steel. As far as the features, the Ideal has a feature that the Klein doesn't have. Klein has a feature that the Ideal doesn't have. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you which one did I choose over the other. Okay, so let's go over some of the features that they both have. The Klein, they both have features like as far as cutting wire. Let me get a little. There's 18 gauge. I'm sorry, 16 gauge, 14 gauge, 12 gauge, 10 gauge, and 8 gauge, and that's solid. That's the solid. Now, as far as strand, it's getting kind of. Let me see. I really can't read it. I think is strand is 18. It's right, 18. I really can't tell, but it's small. Maybe you can see it on here. I'm gonna put it close to you. Okay, so that's, you can see it better. Make that out. Well, anyway, and that's the stranded side right here. The cutters itself, they really feel sharp. The blade on here on the Klein feels. It doesn't feel sharp as much as these. The strippers up here feel pointy. They feel a little sharper than the blade right here. But the tool overall, it really feels nice. It's not too heavy. It's not top heavy. It feels just right. It's like it's almost just enough weight for the size of the handle. The handle feels pretty comfortable. Yeah, and then as far as it also have two. It cut bolts. From 832s to 632s. It cuts in threads it. So that's a good feature. It has a spring, whereas you don't have to keep opening the plier up with your hand. So that's good. You can let go and it pops open again, ready for the next job that you want to do with it. You know, stripping wire or whatever, it pops open. So that's good. That's a really good feature. So now the Ideal, on the other hand, this feels really good in the hand also. It doesn't feel too heavy. Just like the Klein, it feels pretty decent in the hand. But it for some reason it does feel a little bit longer. Maybe because I know the handle is much longer than the Klein, and maybe it's my mind just making me know that. I don't know. But it just feels a little bit longer. Even the tip, it doesn't feel over like top heavy or anything, but it feels. No, it don't feel heavy. I'll take that back. It don't feel heavy. It feel okay. But you can feel the length of the handle. I do know that. Some people will want that. Some don't. It just feel awkward to me because I've been using these Kleins for so long, and I guess I gotten used to the handle, the size of the handle. But these do feel good. Now, after using these with that spring popping open like that, that's a feature that I do like. I do like the fact that it pops open like that. So, but not having it on here now after using that, I kind of wish it did have it on it, because now I got to, it's like it's extra work. I got to keep opening it up, and when the Klein just pops open. Now, as far as the features, it also could cut 832s and 632 screws, bolts, I mean, and it has a crimper on here. That's always helpful. And as far as the wire is concerned, stranded wire, it does 20 gauge, 18, 16, 14, and 12. Solid, it do 18, 16, 14, 12, and 10 solid. Now, I'm sure it's the same thing that Klein does also, because I can see them competing against the Klein and leave one of those wire sizes out. So even though I couldn't read it, but I'm almost sure that's what it is. It's about the same thing. But as far as let me get it right here. And I apologize for the camera moving around, because I am recording with my cell phone. And the reason why I record with my cell phone is because, to me, it's much more user friendly for me to use this, and it takes really good pictures to me, I think, anyway. But this is my new cell phone, by the way, and it takes one with all the cameras on it. But it takes good pictures. Looking at I'm trying to hold it with one hand. But anyway, looking at the front here, the Ideal, the top part up here, and the Klein is much thicker. The Ideal is much narrower than that one. But it doesn't mean a thing. That's all. That's still good. I really like this one too. Now, as far as the blade is concerned, maybe because I know because it's new, and it does feel nice and sharp. But I do remember, because I've done a review on these before, and I do take care of my tools, even though I have a little rust on them now. The Ideal it feels a little bit sharper than this Klein. Even I can remember when I was checking on this, when I did a review on these on the Kleins before. So as far as sharpness of the knife that's on here, the blade, I would give that to the Ideal. As far as handling, I would give that to the Klein. As far as weight, the Klein feel much heavier than the Ideal. Let me see, as far as I see at the top up here, let me see. The Klein, they left theirs pointed at the top. The Ideal, they kind of flattened theirs out a bit. Maybe you can see that. They flattened theirs out a little bit, but still, I think they'll work just fine. But overall, I think out of both of them, which one have the most useful features? It would be this Ideal, because sometimes, that'll mean if I had to crimp something, I don't have to go down and get a crimper. So that, even though I don't have that spring in the middle, which one would be the most useful feature out of the spring and this crimp right here? It would be this crimper right here. But as far as feel wise, to me, the way which one I like and feel the best, it would be this Klein. Which one I would bring up on a ladder, so I don't have, when you're going up on a ladder doing any kind of work, you want to bring as less tools as possible. Sometimes you don't have all the tools to either bring that big belt up. I think it'll be this. The tool pouch up. It'll be this one that I have to bring up. But this one does feel the best out of both of them, out of the Ideal. But I would have to choose this one, because this has the most features I forgot to mention this cutter right here. I think this is a cutter right here. I think this is some kind of cutter, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, that's another feature that the Klein don't have. Okay. Yeah, the Klein doesn't have that. So I would have to go with the ideal. Out of the two, I would have, even though the Klein feels much better, I would have to take the ideal. So the ideal is my choice, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if those who haven't just subscribed, do so right now to support the channel. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and hit the all, and it'll put you in rotation for the, my old videos as well as my up and coming videos. Guys, you take care, and until we meet here again, see you later.